What if I told you one of the most powerful companies on Earth almost missed the future it helped create? The company that put a computer on literally every desk nearly became the tech world's most expensive cautionary tale. And then, in a plot twist nobody saw coming, it did not just survive, it came back stronger, richer, and more unstoppable than ever. This is the unbelievable, slightly ridiculous, wildly inspiring comeback story of Microsoft. The year was 1975. Two young nerds obsessed with code saw something the rest of the world missed. Their names Bill Gates and Paul Allen. Computers back then were room-sized beasts that cost more than a house and were about as user-friendly as a brick wall with a grudge. Most people thought they belonged in government labs or giant corporations, not your living room next to the TV. But these two had a wild, borderline delusional bet. One day, every single person would have one. Not in a lab, not in a boardroom, in their living room. So they wrote a basic interpreter for a clunky little kit computer called the Altair 8800, basically the flip phone of its era. And just like that, Microsoft was born in a garage full of ambition, pizza boxes, and pure audacity. They did not just build software. They bet their entire future on a vision most people laughed at. Gates even dropped out of Harvard. Ballsy move when your idea sounds like science fiction. Then came the deal that changed everything. 1980, IBM comes knocking desperate for software for their new PC. Microsoft does not sell it outright. Nope. They license it. Genius. Absolute chess move. Every IBM PC and then every knockoff PC that followed needed Microsoft code to run. Boom. MS-DOS. Then Windows, the operating system that made computers actually fun. Then Office, Word, Excel, PowerPoint, the holy trinity of productivity that basically became the default setting for the entire planet. By the 90s, Microsoft was not just winning. It was the platform. Windows everywhere. Offices ran on it. Homes ran on it. Schools, governments, your grandma's recipe folder. The company was so dominant, the U.S. government sued them for being a monopoly. Even the government could not slow them down yet. Bill Gates testifying in court looking like a kid who got caught with his hand in the cookie jar. Iconic. Then the world changed fast. The internet exploded. Mobile took over. Search became king. New giants rose. Google, Apple with their shiny iPhones, and Microsoft. They blinked hard. Their search engine, Bing. Respectable, but no one was saying just Bing it. It was more like just Google it, and maybe Bing if you are feeling rebellious. Their music player, the Zune. Yeah, we all remember how that iPod killer went. It got murdered in the crib. Windows Vista. More like Vista La Vista, baby. Buggy bloated and instantly turned into the world's favorite IT nightmare meme. Blue screen of death became a punchline. Windows Phone. Beautiful design. 0 apps and somehow even less market share than your high school flip phone. Steve Ballmer screaming developers. Developers, developers on stage. Legendary energy. 0 results. For the first time in decades, the undisputed king of tech felt slow. Clunky. Out of touch. Like that once cool uncle who still thinks dial-up is coming back. The lost decade had officially arrived. Stock flatlining. Critics writing obituaries. Microsoft is dead, headlines everywhere. Then in 2014, everything flipped. A new CEO stepped in. Satya Nadella. He did not try to fix the old Microsoft. He redefined it completely. Cloud first, mobile first. Growth mindset instead of know-it-all, arrogance. He sent a famous internal email about empathy and learning. basically telling 100,000 employees it was okay to admit they did not know everything. Revolutionary for a company that once acted like it did. He shocked everyone by embracing open source. Yes, Linux on Azure. The same company that once called Linux a cancer, now running it like it was family. Brought Microsoft Office and Teams straight to iPhones and Android. Partnered instead of fighting. Acquired LinkedIn and GitHub. Quietly, relentlessly, Microsoft started winning again. Azure became a cloud monster growing faster than anyone expected. Office 365 exploded into the subscription cash machine of the century. The giant was not just back. It was evolving smarter, leaner, and actually fun to root for. Then AI hit like a lightning bolt. And Microsoft was ready. Massive bet on OpenAI, billions poured in, turning Azure into the AI cloud backbone for the entire planet. Copilot everywhere in Word, Excel, PowerPoint, even your code editor. It writes emails, crunches, data generates presentations, and somehow still has time to tell dad jokes. They built their own MAI models too, transcribing meetings in real time, cloning voices, creating images, all while keeping the OpenAI partnership humming strong into 2026. Azure AI revenue exploding. Microsoft 365 Copilot, now used by millions daily. Agents that actually do work for you, the age of the agentic web, is here. Now look at this. That $1,000 investment held through every crash, every doubt, every Microsoft is dead. Headline would be worth over $11,500 today. Since Satya Nadella took over in 2014, when the stock sat around $36, that same thousand has grown more than 11 times over to roughly $11,500. If you went all the way back to the 1986 IPO, that grand would now be worth over $5.5 million. AI didn't just revive the giant. It supercharged the entire comeback, adding hundreds of billions to the market cap and making this once written-off company one of the most unstoppable forces in tech again. Not because of nostalgia, because of patience, because of compounding, because when the world wrote them off, they quietly rewrote the rules, and then added artificial intelligence as their ultimate weapon. So, what is the real lesson from Microsoft? 1. Master the platform, but never fall in love with it. 2. Adapt ruthlessly or become the next cautionary tale. 3. True power is not dominance. It is the courage to reinvent yourself when everyone thinks you are finished. From two kids coding in a garage in 1975 to nearly missing the smartphone revolution, to quietly powering the AI future with Copilot agents, multi-model intelligence, and cloud supercomputers, Microsoft did not just survive the tech wars. It keeps rewriting the rules of the game. And the craziest part, the story is not over. What do you think? Is Microsoft unstoppable now? Or is the next plot twist already loading? Drop your thoughts below, and if you want more comeback stories, hit the subscribe button and let's keep the comeback party going. Thanks for watching. Now, go build something awesome.